Dear students, myself Vijay Pratap Singh. I am your commerce teacher. Today we are going to discuss about macroeconomics and topic aggregate demand and supply. So dear students, today we are going to discuss about aggregate demand. What is the meaning of aggregate demand and how much aggregate demand is important in our Indian economy. So with the help of this topic, we have to start our one revisional information. In class 11th we have discussed about demand and supply, and now we are going to discuss aggregate demand and supply. The topic aggregate is not in the class 11 syllabus. Aggregate means sum of total, and microeconomics we are reading in the class 11. It is the one household activity. Household activity, on that time we are reading only individual, particular, one person, one company, any one individual person's demand and supply. But now here we are going to discuss total sum of demand and supply. This is the called aggregate. So now in front of you, definition is a given of aggregate demand. So now we have to discuss what is the meaning of aggregate demand. So written here, meaning of aggregate demand. Meaning of aggregate demand. Now we are going to discuss about that particular thing. It is written in front of you. Aggregate demand refers to sum total. This topic is a very important. Sum total. Once again listen. Aggregate demand refers to sum total of demand for all goods and services in an economy during the period of an accounting year. With the help of that, we can able to discuss about aggregate demand. This is the definition, we can say, or meaning of aggregate demand. Once again listen. Aggregate demand refers to the sum total of demand for all goods and services in an economy during the period of an accounting period. This is the called aggregate demand. Okay. Aggregate demand we are denoting as capital AD. Suppose another chalk A D. In front of you I have written A, D, capital A and D. It should be the sign of aggregate demand. Another thing is written in front of you. Accounting during the period of an accounting year. This is the important part. With the help of that, you can able to calculate aggregate demand. So now few more lines we can able to explain. It is aggregate of total expenditure of final goods and services in the economy. Dear students, you have to write and note down it. So write what I had explained. This line I had not written on the board. This is explanation. In other words, we can say it is aggregate or total expenditure on final goods and services in the economy. Next definition we can say, otherwise next meaning, if people tend to spend more than what they were spending on goods and services earlier. It means rise of aggregate demand and vice versa. Vice versa. Okay. Once again listen. If people tend to spend more than what they were spending and goods and services earlier, it means rise in aggregate demand and vice versa. With the help of that, we can say aggregate demand can be related with the price level of income level. Once again, we have to listen last line. The last line is a very important part. Aggregate demand can be related with the price level and income level. Price level and income level is a very important part of our aggregate demand. So price level I have written here. Price level. And second is given in front of you, income level. Both topic we will discuss now here with the help of this information and graph. एग्रीगेट डिमांड हमारा सबसे अधिक प्रभावित होता है प्राइस लेवल से और दूसरा इनकम लेवल से। अब इन दोनों ग्राफ के बारे में आपको बताया जाएगा। सो फर्स्ट इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, रिलेशन ऑफ एग्रीगेट डिमांड एडी विथ प्राइस लेवल। सो नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दिस टॉपिक। So dear students, it's very important. Make a note with the help of that. We know very well when we have to represent a graph, we will make first x-axis, y-axis, and what we are going to write on that we have to know very well. Suppose in front of you I am going to make graph. And it should be showing relation of aggregate demand with price level. You know well, first we have to prepare y-axis and after that x-axis and here this is the important part. किसी भी ग्राफ को बनाने से पहले एक्स एक्सिस और वाई एक्सिस को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। जब इस ग्राफ को हम रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे तब ये इंफॉर्मेशन हमारे सामने दिया होगा, जिसकी सहायता से हम ये जान पाएंगे कि हम क्या बना रहे हैं। ठीक है, इसलिए सबसे पहले जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन आपके सामने दी गई है ये जानेंगे और हमारे सामने ये इंफॉर्मेशन है और ये एक्सप्लेन करना है। तो ऐसे ही हम एक इमेजिनरी लाइन खींच लेंगे और इस पे हम प्राइस लेवल को एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। क्या करेंगे? प्राइस लेवल। सो वी हैव टू राइट हियर प्राइस लेवल। On this axis price level, on this axis aggregate demand AD. Okay. After that, suppose my income is constant, price level. Suppose मैं इस पे constant हूँ, मेरी income अभी यहाँ है, ठीक है। Suppose it is a P and it is a Q. With the help of that we can able to know. अब आपको बताया जा रहा है there is a negative relation between them. Aggregate demand falls which otherwise we can say increase in the general price level. Okay, once again listen, there is a negative relation between them. इनके बीच में नकारात्मक रिलेशनशिप बनता है जब किसी भी वस्तु का मूल्य बढ़ेगा तो उसकी क्वांटिटी बाजार में कम हो जाएगी, डिमांड कम हो जाएगा। लेकिन जब किसी भी सामान का प्राइस लेवल कम हो जाएगा तो उसकी डिमांड बाजार में बढ़ जाएगी। आपको ये एक्सप्लेन किया जा रहा है, जैसे अभी ये सामान का दाम P है और इस सामान को महंगा कर दिया जाए P1 यहाँ। तो मैंने अभी बताया ये निगेटिव रिलेशनशिप प्राइस और डिमांड का होता है। कैसे? जब किसी भी वस्तु का मूल्य बढ़ेगा, मतलब इसका दाम P से P1 हो गया, तो मैंने बताया कि निगेटिव रिलेशनशिप को एक्सप्लेन करता है। इसका मतलब हमारी क्वांटिटी क्या हो जाएगी या डिमांड क्या हो जाएगा, कम हो जाएगा। तो इसके लिए ऐसे ग्राफ आप बनाएंगे। सी okay, and arrow will show here Q2 Q1। इससे क्या पता चल रहा है? निगेटिव रिलेशनशिप। जब इस सामान का दाम महंगा हो गया, प्राइस लेवल बढ़ गई, तो तुरंत क्वांटिटी क्या हो गई, कम हो गई, मतलब डिमांड कम हो गया। इसे हमें समझना था। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक वी कैन से, सपोज प्राइस इज गोइंग लो, अब मूल्य कम हो रहा हो तो क्या करेंगे? सपोज यहां आ गया हमारा दाम P2, ठीक। तो यहां बताया गया है कि ये रिलेशनशिप को बढ़ाता है, मतलब निगेटिव रिलेशनशिप को शो करेगा। then it should be here into next Q2। कैसे? जब किसी भी वस्तु का दाम बढ़ेगा तो उसकी डिमांड कम हो जाएगी, यहाँ आपने देखा। लेकिन जब किसी भी वस्तु का प्राइस कम कर दिया जाए, मूल्य सस्ता कर दिया जाए, तो उस सामान की डिमांड बाजार में बढ़ने लगती है। ये दिखा रहा है, ठीक है। विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस ग्राफ वी कैन एबल टू रिप्रेजेंट एग्रीगेट demand AD। with the help of this graph we can able to explain aggregate demand with the help of price level। so I hope you understood this topic। according to that, once again you have to listen the explanation of this picture। there is a negative relation between them। aggregate demand falls with increase in the general price level and vice versa। okay, according to that we can able to explain the curve shows, the curve here, the curve shows negative relationship between price and AD, price and AD। another thing we can say, as price rises from OP to OP1, OP1 fall from the OQ to OQ1। जब इसका दाम OP से बढ़ के OP1 हो गया तो इसकी डिमांड घट के OQ से OQ1 हो गई। यही हमें एक्सप्लेन करना था। इसी से हमें पता चलता है इट इज शोइंग निगेटिव रिलेशनशिप। ओके, विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट डियर स्टूडेंट दिस टॉपिक इज कंप्लीटेड इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू। विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट यू हैव टू मेक योर नोट्स, सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल, शेयर दिस वीडियो टू योर अदर फ्रेंड्स आल्सो। ओके, and make a note, it's a very important topic for you all। okay, thank you all dear students, thank you।